What's good, y'all? It's your boy DJ Doc Dice here for the A-List. I'm here with my man, Mr. Dave Tolliver. The reason why I'm here is to promote his up-and-coming album called Dave Tolliver, a.k.a. Black Pavarotti. I've done a lot of research on my man. My man is just, my brother, you've been busy.
Man, I'm thankful, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm moving and grooving, you know, trying to make it happen, trying to keep it going, man. You know what I mean? That's really it, man. I'm trying to, what I do before I leave this earth, I want to be part of the revolution, the leader of the revolution, and bring music back to the way it used to be, where, you know, people start saying stuff on their music again, man. It's not just about broads and blunts and strippers and stacks. It's about more than that. Broads, blunts, strippers, and stacks. That's for y'all. Y'all can have that for free.
Oh, I just gave you one. You know, as I researched, watched your videos and just, kind of, staying up to date with your travels and where you've been doing your thing.
No, you've been doing your research.
Oh, man, please believe that, man. I'm looking at the Apollo when you and your man from Minute Lodge, when y'all was doing your thing on the Apollo. I'm looking at how y'all finessed the crowd. And for crying out loud, man, those girls pretty much couldn't keep their hands off you, dog. I mean, it got out of hand, didn't it?
It's still like that.
How was that experience, man? I mean, you at the Apollo, the place where people are known for getting booed at. Y'all had not only a standing ovation, but the interaction from the females, all that love. How did that feel?
Oh, that was a wonderful thing, and I like to think that we're responsible for making it cool to be big and women to like you like that. You know, Heavy D came with it first. I mean, you had the Chubby Checkers and Fast Domino, but Heavy D came with it like, during our era. But I mean, I think we really put the stamp of approval for the fat guy to be accepted into the light of women, to be walking around with fat guys or big guys, as we want to call it. Then Big came in with it. And you had a couple. Who was after Biggie? We got Rick Ross right now. He's really doing it. He really benefiting. Rick Ross, you owe me for that.
Rick Ross, you pulling your shirts off now, boy.
Yeah, I mean, we was the first to do that. Now, Heavy D never do that. Minute Lodge was the first to pull their shirts off in arenas in front of 10, 20,000 cats. We used to do that all the time.
Well, I want you to address these new R&B artists. I mean, we got Usher, we got all these smooth cats, we got
Usher. Not really new. Usher was out when we were out, so Usher.
A little boy.
Usher was out probably like '94. His first album. They don't really go into that. They just, how the industry is now. They just focus on the new. But Usher was out with us when we started.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, basically, can you explain to these artists though about how you bring this sex into a concert, when you got people out there watching you and they listening to you, they want to hear the songs, but they want to show. They want to see some sexy to go with the lyrics. How do you bring your sexy? What encourages you?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, you got to know how to sing.
Okay, yeah, that's first and foremost. So you're not a studio singer. You can do it like
I mean, a lot of these cats, man, nowadays, they can't really sing. And then, with the auto-tune, I mean, I love T-Pain. I think T-Pain is very creative, and he's the new Roger Troutman. If you research, you're going to know who Roger Troutman is.
Yes.
But he does some incredible things with that auto-tune, and I really dig it. At first, I was kind of like apprehensive toward it, but I really appreciate what he's doing. But I just hate the fact that we live in the days of a copycat industry.
No doubt.
Back in the days, 50s, 60s, 70s, it would never be allowed. It was one Marvin Gaye, it was one Stevie Wonder, it was just one of everything. And I'm saying now, it's great for, I think, on a bigger scale, the black community, because they're able to come out of those poverty-stricken areas, and I mean, look, you got millionaires being made overnight. Overnight, yeah. Which is crazy. Yeah. And then we can go some different places with that too, because then these cats get in places and they throw it away. But I'm saying that's a whole other interview. You know what I'm saying? Because they just telling you, they only gonna give us a little bit.
True.
They only give us a little. I mean, real talk. We earned it through blood, sweat, and tears from our ancestors. But they letting us have this right now. So I mean, once you get it, take care of it, appreciate it, and just treat it like it's your mama, man. Treat it like you want to be treated back. You know what I'm saying? Treat it like that. But I think with the sexiness, I just think it's just all about you. It's becoming connected with your crowd. I don't think you have to have a six-pack or anything like that look a certain way. I mean, because Seal has women falling out for him.
Right. Honest.
Barry White looked like a lion. But they love Barry White. Barry White was the man. Barry White was the man. Yeah, rest in peace. That's my man. So I'm just saying, I think it's just a connection. I mean, and it all starts with the material that you put out. Right. I mean, if you're saying something that really connects to somebody's soul, they gonna find you sexy anyway. Absolutely. He's speaking to me. Oh, he's so fine, he's so sexy. That's a sexy big man. that's what they say most of the time. So I'm just saying, you know, and then you come out there and you can deliver it like you do in the studio or better. Yeah. It's a rap.
Yeah. Black Pavarotti. I had to look up Pavarotti.
Luciano Pavarotti.
Inspired by an Italian opera singer turned pop.
Well, I think, you know, Luciano Pavarotti was, I doubt if you say arguably, because of the mega millions of people that he reached and touched. But so I guess you could say he was the greatest tenor ever. I mean, if you go dollar for dollar or just the amount of people he reached. And the reason why I took that is because I'm a tenor and I feel like I'm one of the greatest tenors right now.
How about that? How about that?
Alive, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'll put that up with anybody. We can go stage, we can go to pay-per-view, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm the best singer, but when I bring it to the stage, I bring it all. You know what I'm saying? I'll go up on stage for an hour and I got them captivated.
Yeah, most definitely.
I got them captivated. And I'm saying I'm not bragging, but I mean, look at my lineage, man. I come from Eddie and Gerald Levert.
Correct. Yeah.
Eddie Levert, the OJs, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. And I mean, they got to put Gerald in there just for the walls that he paid for you know, different groups and different people. And, you know, you got to give him his. And I'm saying, just look at the lineage.
Right. Right.
If you want a good show, they was the ultimate go-to guys. They're the ultimate go-to guys. Well, Ohio is bred a lot of the greatest. I mean, come on, man. If you look back during the 70s and 80s, I mean, the Midwest or just basically Ohio, you had Midnight Star, you had Baby Faces from Ohio, around that, well, not from Ohio, but around that area.
Right.
Not Baby Faces, but he from Illinois. He might be from Ohio, but Midnight Star, you had Ohio Players, you had the OJs, you had, who else is from there? Parliament. The Parliament's from Detroit. This is Midwest, dude. The whole Midwest. So I'm saying we born and bred, you know what I'm saying? Great music and great talent out of the era. Roger Troutman from Dayton, Ohio. I mean, Life is from Toledo, Ohio. Great artist. I'm saying it just keeps going on and on. So I'm just saying it's some great music coming out of not only Ohio, but just like that Midwest area. I think it's like that Midwest is like the heart of the nation. Yeah. And at one point in time, it was the heart of the industry.
Heart of the industry.
And I mean, I want to kind of bring it back. I mean, I'm living in Atlanta now, man, but you know, I ride for Cleveland. You know, big up to the Cleveland Cavs.
That's what's
even though this is an Indians hat, you know, big up to the Cleveland Cavs and say Cleveland. We will take LA in 6 because that's what it's going to be. LA in 6.
Wow, sound like a challenge. Well, speaking of Gerald Levert, you know, this man, I know he heard, rest in peace too, and love to the Leverts.
Yes, sir.
But, you know, this man, and Sean, yes, most deaf. That was another loss, like right after.
Yep.
But Gerald Levert has heard so many singers and so many, you know, different acts and forms of art. What made Men at Large spark something in his head, man, in Gerald's head?
I could say, well, I'm going to tell you, the story goes all the way back to 1986. But as I got older, I think it was for a different reason.
All right.
My original partner, Jason Champion, who actually has a gospel album right now called Reflections, plug. He just got nominated for a Grammy. He didn't win. He lost to, I think, Kirk Franklin. And he had like the #2 song in the country with a song called When I Look in the Mirror. I think it's called, I don't even know the name of it. But we auditioned for him. Like, I used to do radio in Cleveland at a station called WZAK. I started doing that when I was 15. Yeah. My uncle Lynn Tolliver was one of the top programmers in the country. So he was working with a guy named Jeffrey Charles, who was on Metro Traffic Control down here in Atlanta. Yeah. Who worked for the station at the time too. And Jeffrey Charles was a singer. He was really popular in Cleveland. The ladies went crazy over him. He used to do a show called For Lovers Only. So he was having a record release at a club there. And the after party was at his house. So Gerald stopped by his house. This was like 1986. Jason and I, we used to always carry around this white Casio keyboard with tape on the back and no battery. You know what I'm saying? And
I remember those days.
Yeah, man. And we would just sing anywhere. We would sing at all the red burn-offs, at any club we could get into, at any of the festivals and stuff like that. And Gerald came to the party and we sang for him. Everybody sing, 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 sing. So he said he was going to hook us up. Okay. Fast forward 3 years later, we didn't see him until 3 years later. I actually saw him. And, you know, believe it or not, like 89, another friend of mine, his name was Chloe, we were dancing for this rap group out of Cleveland called Johnny O and the Sorcerer Crew. Oh, okay. Which was one of the first guys to, like, have their own independent label. This was like 89, 88, so I'm saying that was like, they sold like a whole bunch of units like out the Midwest area too. Wow. So we were rehearsing at the studio called Right Track downtown. And Gerald walked in, he said, man, I got this idea for 3 big guys that could sing, that could dance, and that are cute. So he said, I need y'all to come up to the studio and all, you know, sing. He said, find who you can find